It's snowing today and can't do any hiking because it's snowing. Not a lot of snow, but it's still snowing and not really feeling like heading up to the mountain to go snowboarding. So I decided to stay home, make my favorite green juice. This green juice recipe I found online and then over the years have tweaked it to my taste. I really like this juice because it makes me feel good in a couple different ways. One, it's good for my body, so I always feel like if I'm drinking this really fresh green juice, then I'm really treating myself right. And it's good for the soul in the sense that it's a little bit time consuming and challenging to make. There is, a number of steps involved in the prep, then the juicing, and then the cleanup, which I'm gonna go through all of it. After going through the entire process, it makes me feel good that I've accomplished something. I'm not gonna get into the breakdown of what each ingredient does for your body. It's just a really good juice for the body. So let's jump into it right now. All right, well, I guess the first thing I need to do is clean up. Kitchen is a little bit of a mess. I'll do these dishes real quick and then I'll go through the setup process. Okay, now that all that's cleaned up, the first thing we start with is the actual juicer. So I'll grab that and I'll tell you a little bit about my juicer. The main juicer I'll be using is called a Super Angel. Here's the main juicer body. It's got two directions, forward and back. What makes this juicer so special are these twin gears. They seat together like this, sit on the front of the juicer like this, and they turn into each other. So the material goes in here and it gets pressed together. See that? So these gears are a three-phase. 1, 2, 3. Then the juice comes out the bottom here, which you'll see. Though the gears are the exact same. You can see that one has the gears and one is just like a nylon insert here. And on the front of the juicer, this piece has the gear setting. So in goes the gear into that. It just seats right in like that. And then the vinyl inserted gear goes in like that. And then that's it. That's how they sit. The next piece is this shroud piece. You can see these little holes up here. This is where the juice comes out. It's very fine. So the juice all comes out here, hits this little wing, and then it just drips into the bowl. The juice is all coming through this part, and then through this, the juiced material comes out, and this just slides in like this. And then back here is a lever with a lock. This ring locks down, and now this is in place. This hood, so to say, it's just a hood. This goes on top, and it's pretty firm. And you definitely want this hood on top because juice doesn't shoot out, but it does get messy and it will make a mess if you don't have this hood on. And then the last is this smasher, whatever you want to call it. It's made out of wood. And what we do is we put the material in here and then we help it down. And that is the Angel. Stainless steel, like I said, it's really quiet. We'll give it a let's take a look. Now, I'm gonna introduce the ingredients, cut it all up, and then we'll get to juicing. All right. So this recipe has gone through a few iterations, but for the most part, there's spinach, red grapefruit, apple, cucumber, Italian parsley, ginger, celery, kale, turmeric, organic ground turmeric. What I need to do is break all this stuff down into small pieces so it'll go into the juicer quite easily, and then we can get started actually juicing it. All right, I'm gonna clean up the trash, get the bowls set up, get the machine ready to go. We have everything cut up, and we'll start juicing. Got all of our fruits and vegetables. This is gonna be the bowl that we collect, or we put all the juice in. This bowl will be like the excess, the waste. And then right here you can see I use this small bowl. This collects the juice because it fits underneath quite nicely. This collects the juice, and then we pour it into the white bowl. And then this big bowl collects the waste material, which you'll see in a second. Go ahead and turn this on. You can hear it working. Got reverse, off, and start. Currently working. Look at this. You see it. There it goes, arrives there. Now there is some juice over there. It does happen. There. A little waste coming out. It's like out of a horror movie. So I shoved the spinach in pretty good. So it gets stuck. All right, I'm gonna juice all of this stuff so we can get on to the next step. All right, got the spinach and the kale done. And as you can see, it's this really dark green. So now we're gonna get to this. We got celery and the fruit. I usually like putting in some of the wetter fruit, the juicier fruit, to kind of clean the machine a little bit on the inside, because it does get packed. We'll take a look. So this is why you have the hood. Put one of these in. And it goes. Put another one of those in. And then the excess material falls right here. Pretty satisfying. So it looks like we got a full bowl of juice, and we've got kind of like a half a bowl of the waste material. So we'll go and pour that out.
2 hours later.
Okay, we finished the bowl. We've yielded another whole bowl of juice, and yeah, and about half a bowl of the waste. So that would be two of these bowls and a half that all that yielded. So now we'll dump the juice and clean up a bit and then jar it. Now it's time to break down the machine so you get a better idea of what it looks like from this position. So here's the lever. This lever comes up just like that, and the gears are in there. As you can see, they're all stuck. So some people run this through again. This material, it's fairly wet. I've ran it through again before just to see what it's like, how much it yields. It's not really yielding that much extra. Get this stuff to the sink, get cleaned up, and start jarring.
الناس اللي ياكلوا مشوحة والله ورمت مغارين أما أنا ماشي للفن فقني ياكل من الثورة أو إذا كي تغنين سخر مثل المخنون أما سنيت غفير الرقصة ياكل توارخ من الوين.
Now that we're cleaned up, we're going to separate it into jars, take a look at it, and enjoy it. We're going to need, a mixing cup, a semi-fine strainer, and jars. We got quite a bit. It looks like 8 1/4, almost, or 8 1/2, almost 9 cups. And that's not adding any coconut water or anything like that. Oh, and you need a wide funnel. You need one of these. Bit left in. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stretch this with coconut butter. I just use regular coconut water from the grocery store. Okay, now that we've got everything cleaned up, I'm gonna give it a try. I don't recommend this juice to anybody. I've given it to a few people. I've given it to friends of mine. I've given it to my mom, allowed my children to try it. And I actually order it at juice bars, but I don't recommend it. It smells like freshly cut grass and tastes like it too. My kids call it grass juice, really kind of thick. Definitely very earthy. There's a citrus taste to it. Ginger, you can taste the ginger, you can taste the turmeric. The spinach and the kale really kind of overpower things, and then you get like a citrus taste to it. I'm gonna drink the juice that is cut with the coconut water first. And you can see it really climbs up the sides. You can see it's very dark green, and this juice will separate. So there's a really good balance here. There is a little bit of a creamy taste, which is odd, but I think that comes from the spinach, possibly the cucumber also. The citrus is pretty mellow, although it's nice that it's there. This isn't overpowered with turmeric or ginger, and it's gonna taste super awesome right out of the refrigerator. I really like it. This will last me maybe 4 days. This whole process took me maybe about an hour and a half to do. But anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. Okay, I just wanted to show you what the juice looks like when it separates. You can see the citrus separating from the green. Get a better look at it. So yeah, kind of gnarly. It's like sludge on the bottom there. There you go. Yeah. Whoop. Yep. But that's it. Just wanted to show you that.